January 84, back more Hogwarts Legacy intro. I think that was the quickest intro I've ever done. Because as I said in a few videos ago, what more do I need to say? We're playing more of Hogwarts Legacy. We are... I know we're more than halfway through. I think we're at halfway through, but I don't know how many missions are... I mean, there's a few left, but I don't know specifically how quick they will go. Some of these have kind of went along. So let's just get right back into it and see what's next. I know we've got to meet up with, yeah, whatchamacallit. Natty. Let's go see where she's at. She's back at Hogwarts. Let's change it up. Let's go to this blackmail one, because she's just outside of Hogsmeade. Yeah, I should be able to do that on foot. And then
You're back. Nice to see you again.
I never left. And then we'll go talk to Poppy.
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
Just because if I'm already here, why go? It's not because I'm dreading the speech. We talked about the flu speech being fixed. Because why leave and then come back? Like, that just doesn't make sense. Although it looks like we're going to have to wait anyways. We got a nice little, looks pretty cool with the snow in the background and stuff. And then the signs right here. Definitely groovy looking. Could I get it to where I could get a shot? I mean, you got all kinds of stuff there. I mean, my face isn't that great in this shot, but no vampires. I just noticed that. Anyways, a moment of boredom. I wish this game had a photo mode. Like, if they were gonna go back and update some stuff.
To put an end to Harlow?
Oh, it looks even better during the day because you can actually see the snow. I mean, it looks cool at night too, but it would have been a lot cooler if they had a photo mode. Because I think that would make for a great picture. Anyways, I mean, it kind of does. Watch, that'll end up a thumbnail.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Who needs to take a flat shot? I'll just
take Harlow
take
down.
it out of the video.
I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
Yes.
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
All right, and where are they at?
To find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Let's do it.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow.
Is it raining or is it's raining? Okay. I'll say, why is she sweating? It's like cold out.
Hopefully by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
It's the snow, it looks like. I'm in the no-fly zone. Those guys were walking in sync. How about that? Somebody's in here.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
I know, and I was going at a decent clip, and then it just all of a sudden slowed down.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow.
Ah, you've been caught.
I'm a friend of the Bickles, and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow.
Yeah,
I'm the one in the bank
useless.
on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now.
I was gonna say,
It makes
so
me
she's
concerned
banking
as
on
to
him escaping.
Why he hasn't?
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could
I
it
asked the
possibly
stupidest
mean?
question ever with that
Besides,
one.
I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden.
I mean,
It
if
may
it's a
sound
note
silly, but those were Isco's
with a knife
pride and
to your
joy.
door,
He would never
that's
have let
pretty
that
obvious.
happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
I did ask the
you.
dumbest question, literally, like,
I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
is he up here? No, he's down. I was gonna say, I literally asked, are you sure? Yeah, it's pretty obvious by that note. I mean, I'm no detective, but the note makes it pretty clear.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
I heard something, that's why I stopped.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop.
Voldemort?
I hid the note behind the
just
counter
kidding.
and offered to help him. He
I got
stared at me
jokes.
for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
So you were
It was a note
bamboozled.
from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've
That's
been
all?
able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
This guy's like a petty thief as well? Is this is like mafia?
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as
He
I
just said
mentioned,
bookkeeping.
creative
Yeah.
bookkeeping. And I've also been
I'm
trying to
not
cover
the best
costs
listener.
with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
Yeah, you
He's
think
a
he would
lovely
just
man,
be honest.
But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
But, well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly
I would love to
dangerous.
see him rotting in
As for
Azkaban
Rosie's
too,
letter,
but
should you happen
because of
upon
the
it,
path I'm on, I
have
won't ever see
committed it to
Azkaban.
memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was
don't worry, I'm not going to waste
We're
my
on the
time
right
here.
track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Hello. I didn't want to run around. Sorry. What I get for being lazy.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
He's right there.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert.
Good day.
I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Beat me down.
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprised Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Hello, Hamura.
By the way, while I'm standing in front of you, let me pick this lock. Because, I mean, I'm here. Why would I not? All I need him to say is, "You're mine now, demiguise." Well, that's a cool looking chest. And he didn't say it, so there must be no demiguise in here. Darn. Bright said is I don't have to rest until nighttime. So I've been seeing it. It's weird. The clickbaity articles. Well, I'll say it in a sec when we get, because I have a feeling the dialogue's gonna start. I thought it was something else. Dialogue. Oops, sorry, buddy. Dialogue's gonna start, and then I'll be talking. I'll be trying to talk over it. We don't want to do that.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head.
I guess.
Perhaps I'll find her there.
Why didn't I? Oh, yeah. I don't know why I didn't go there in the first place. I guess I go this way. Anyways, I saw some clickbaity articles. I think it's on Snapchat, because Snapchat. Talking about Hogwarts Legacy. No, it says today's March 30th. Talking about how the players have declined, but they act like it's a bad thing. Like, this is a single. I was watching the video and that's why I don't watch those videos. I spent like whatever many ads it took to get through the 5 to 10 sentences that the thing was trying to tell you, and it said the player base has died down, but I mean, duh, it's a single player game. Like, how would a game like this continue if there's nothing else to do once you beat the story? Like, that's the course of all games. So I think everybody thinks, you know, that they're dunking. I'm gonna go in here just so I can make my point. Everybody thinks that they're dunking on this game because of whatever issues it had when it came out, which honestly I don't care about all that stuff. Like, I'm a video game player. Like, I don't think one relates to the other. But and I didn't talk about any of this because it's not important to me, but it was just funny seeing that they're talking about the games. I just saw it right now again, that the player base is dying down, but it's like, this is a non-multiplayer game, single player story. Like, not all games have to continue until, you know, 5 years later. Like, this game begins and it ends, and to me, that's perfect for a game. I like a game that begins and ends. I don't have to, everything doesn't have to continue on where you're paying microtransactions and stuff. Like, I think this is great that
Natty's wand.
It's gonna
she can cast
be done.
without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
So, with that regard, oh, I'm looking for Foots. I don't know why I was trying to find her body. In that regard, you know, I'm glad that this is gonna be a single player story. Yeah, have you all seen my friend?
Little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio.
Because it is a single player game. I wish
must have been taken this way.
I wish more companies would put out single player solid story games that just begin and end. Like,
the footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Like, what's wrong with having that be the way the games go?
Accio.
I mean, if they ever have DLC, I'm sure
Natty must have been taken this way.
I'm sure people will play again, and then, you know, if they don't do DLC, then it is what it is, you know. Like, I will say, this far into the game, I've enjoyed this much of it, so good on them. I hope there is some extra content for this game. But you know, I like I said, I'm glad that this story has a beginning and an end, like the way it should be. What is this weird? Did she come here alone, guys? But anyways, that's my piece on that. Like, honestly, you can have your opinion on the game, that's fine. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you must enjoy it, or you might have liked it, or you're interested and you don't want to buy it, whatever. Quote unquote controversy aside, like, I've enjoyed this experience as a game, and I'm glad I played it, because it is fun. Even me being gone for a few weeks. It's been enjoyable to come back to it, because it's an interesting world. I like that you can just beat a serious foe with that move.
I had such a pilfer, I almost split me bag.
Oh wait.
No one ever has a good bag to steal.
Well, that was very,
I wouldn't go back to Pit upon Ford if they was giving out galleons. I know you're there. Expulso!
well, they're just attacking each other now.
Expulso! Huh? You manipulated me. You'll answer for this. You've made a great mistake. Still no match for me.
Bombarder. Defender.
Oops.
Revelio.
I don't know how I glitched my Protecto spell to keep doing that. I guess let's go back undercover. I hear some. Oh, there he is. Okay, I'll say I hear somebody, but I haven't seen him yet. You are as dear to me as an augury whose voice foretells the coming rain. You are as loved to me as a croup could be, whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast a spell over my heart. I want it not undone. You have charmed me from the very start. You have always been the one. That's very sweet.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
And I just gotta find the love letter. Yeah, it's up here. Okay, I was gonna say, where is this stuff? There's some stuff under there too. Oh, there's the dreaded RH. I've read your last letter over and over and certain to read it again at each hour until we're able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I'm without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear follower. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait until you're more settled, my love, and I know that you're doing all you can to ensure the situation within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months, being unable to share these public feelings that should thought be the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been exists. And now, I'm off to read your letter once more.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Here's my thinking.
Revelio.
I didn't have a Valentine, so yeah. I know, that was very very emo of me, but what? Not jealous, you're jealous. What the?
Revelio.
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Also.
What the? Why is that not working? All that for 38 gold. I don't know if that was worth it.
Revelio.
Alright, whatever. I'm gonna go this way.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing to Perry. Killing her when he arrives.
Expulso! Expulso! You've made a great mistake. Expulso!
father. The fate of you bid that curse.
What have you done?
Oh, this is...
He just looks like he is having a one heck of a time. And I can't carry any more Wiggenweld.
Revelio.
Good enough.
Natty must be here somewhere. Revelio.
Well, I think she's over there on the left. Oh no, she's over there on the right. Who's
I
there on the
knew you
left?
would realize I had left my wand for you. Over here.
I need your help.
Wait, which one's Natty? This one's Natty, right? No, it says speak to Isco. Oh,
Mr.
this is
Rape.
the...
Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you alright?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells.
What the heck?
Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I've already
I shall
wiped
do my
everyone
best.
out.
Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Oh, that was very
Understood.
useful.
I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was...
Revelio.
It must be blocked by something.
What do you mean it must be blocked by something? There's nothing. You just hang put there. So hang tight.
My wand is somewhere in this room. I can tell.
Mr. Rape's wand could be in there.
It has to be in here. This is the only thing that appeared out of nowhere.
Mr. Rape's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rape, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Is it gonna create enemies? Well, that was pretty anticlimactic. Anticlimactic. My guy, nonplussed. Like, oh, okay. Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend.
Oh, you're welcome.
We owe our lives to your bravery.
We share the same taste in
I
hats.
may be too weak to separate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful.
She's
Thank
like
you, my
yawning,
young
like she's
friend.
bored. Look. She's like,
Be
ah.
prepared for a fight.
I guess we gotta get
These
out of here.
Ashwinders must pay. Go lightly. Be as a shadow.
Revelio.
I was gonna say there shouldn't be any left because I pretty much wiped them out when I was in here. In fact, I did wipe them out, as we can see. Now I can get to the chest that I was missing. Come on, Natty, get out of my way. Now there might be some outside. I could totally see that.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
I guess there's none outside. Or at least there's none at the inside of the entrance. Because I annihilated them all. This.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher.
Ah, what a great
Oh,
name.
thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Yeah, I got an
Is Mr. Rabel right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn
Don't
that you're
tell
still
her.
risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders.
Yeah, and you're doing
In
nothing.
addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Well, are you gonna do it?
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now.
Are you gonna do it though?
Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
But 9 out of 32.
I'm truly awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than even I expected. Stop by Spintwitches when you can.
I'm still in
Sometimes it seems
Hogsmeade.
all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Hey, he said it. That was one of the lines they reduced too. So I'm not too mad about that. Where's his shop at?
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both.
You're welcome.
We're just leaving for our honeymoon after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
You're welcome.
What are we looking for today?
Give me that, give me that, give me that upgrade. Increase your broom's acceleration and speed to the fullest extent.
I truly enjoyed working with you. Thank you for believing in me. What are we looking for today?
Oh, nothing else to say on that though. Well, let's try to recoup some of that loss. I'm glad I had enough money saved up for that. 7K upgrade, but that's the final upgrade. So, we are fully broomed out.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
What's funny is the upgrade from 1 to 2 took forever, and then the one from 2 to 3 seemed like it went like a flash. So this is the one we're gonna do next. I guess we can go here in the yard and then fly out using my new broom upgrade. Let's see what we got here. Does work pretty nicely. Of course, I gotta wait for daytime.
Oh, good, you're safe.
Oh yeah. Of course I'm safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she alright?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's alright. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should
well,
have known.
you could have.
I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Never. Yeah, what is that? I've never even heard of that.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
So if we just don't
We need allies.
go anywhere.
Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard!
The lady.
You're a genius!
Oh, the
The
centaurs.
centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Why is that?
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
AKA, go do something else first. Is that outside? Let's try there and see where that takes me. Or how close that takes me. Can't tell if that next quest is outside or not. Oh, in the map chamber? Oh, I should have just went to the... Yeah, hold on. There's an actual way to get to the map chamber. Let's do that. I didn't realize that's where I was going. Is the trial in the cave that I blew through with all the gnomes or whatever? Trolls? Gnomes? Dwarves? Gnomes. Elves?
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something.
Another repository.
Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's
all the way to the
Hogwarts.
south. Oh.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Yeah, where's Fig? Usually he's in here. There we go. Been a while since I ran these stairs. Or these stairs. Really? Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna flu. I should have done that to start. Cause he has a yeah. He has Charms Classroom? This one seems closer, but this one seems more accurate. We'll go this one. Okay, I was right. I was gonna say the other one. I bet you that means that that classroom's on the other side of. Gotta wait for him now too. Jeez,
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
That'll have to wait, Poppy sweetie.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I've actually met Scrope, but I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything.
Why didn't we start with
after
that?
my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Glug, glug, glug. Delightful.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
There's a stupid demiguise in
now,
his office.
To find the headmaster's house elf.
I guess I'll be back for that demiguise.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I did?
I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
Well,
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
yeah, that's
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable...
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Wait, Kagawa is downstairs. Huh? Yeah, she's downstairs because she works. She's in the yard for. Yeah, move out of my way. She's in the yard for the flying broom classes. Flying. She goes to fly on the broom broom.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
You did. Here I am.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
There is one thing I know I can do though. Nope. Is it the south wing? No. Grand staircase? No. Where's the oh, the flue flames are all unavailable?
Something is very wrong with Professor Black. Dittany and Bubotuber pus. Moustache paste.
Maybe I won't get to do it.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch.
Oh.
We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
Good, Scrope's where I need to go.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
So the one thing I learned is that if I go to the table in the Great Hall, or the lectern...
It's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
I don't seem suspicious at
Something
all.
seems a little off with the headmaster.
Yeah.
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. No.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah,
We just
Professor
like mosh
Weasley.
pitted into each other.
How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle.
How many lies can I tell
Supposedly,
that would be
on
caught
Professor Fig's
out?
behalf, I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists
Never.
and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor.
Yeah, certainly
No,
not.
No.
No.
I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful job Scrope is doing.
Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the stunning banners of Slytherin. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
Yes. Take that. Yes, I learned you could do that. That's all. That's all I needed to do. Alright, now we'll talk to Scrope.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course.
That was so mean.
Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Oui.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. It is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Read it.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you.
And now my
Polyjuice
batters.
potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Don't look at my warbly head. Did I go the wrong way? I think I did. I did. Run, dude. I totally went the wrong way. Why is my guy? Oh, come on. The game's like, you have to go this way so it can wear off when you get to this point.
Made it just...
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Aloha Mora.
Yeah, I can't believe it worked either because I was so not obviously pretending to be someone. Beautiful. Still lit. What kind of weird GPS was that? Oh no, that's Levioso.
Levioso.
I mean, I was right there and all. Oh. Where'd the key go? I lost it. I lost the damn key. It'll be there later. So many dang stairs. Lee.
Revelio.
Trophy room. I don't think I've ever been up here before. I mean, maybe I have. I haven't.
Aloha Mora.
I guess to save me from coming back.
Revelio. gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Revelio.
Whisper the
Toujours
password.
pure.
Oh, there we go.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Revelio.
Oh, there's a sorting hat. He ain't gonna snitch on me?
Aloha Mora.
While I'm here. Okay. Reach the highest point in the castle. The headmaster. Oh, okay.
Revelio.
Well, I suppose it was worth the achievement. Now let's get back to task.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
That's not what I meant to do. Oh, thought the book was gonna be in there.
That must be the pedestal.
I don't clearly know what an antechamber is. Well, I'm gonna be screwed if I whip out of that book and he's in there. Big better keep that dude really busy.
Where am I?
Professor Fitzgerald?
What?
Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools in this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
That's wicked cool looking. Glad I focused on my stealth.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
They're gone. Now, I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead.
What an interesting little section of the game. Whoa. I think he got distracted.
How could this happen?
I don't know. Keep hiding.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. This is my chance. Come and leave. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them. Nothing this way, no danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Well, that was unfortunate. Try again. Hopefully it doesn't take me to the very beginning. Game, I'm trusting that you won't take me to the very beginning. Oh, sorry.
Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
How the heck am I supposed to... I mean, I suppose if the other one doesn't turn around
Now's
and...
my chance.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're doing. That's not a death thing. Oops.
That's the way forward.
Mysterious cloak.
Carries me. I think I'm invisible.
You mean I already wasn't? Oh, I guess I was not.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
Death looks like it's straight out of an Avenged Sevenfold.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
I look all smug. Yeah, of course I did it.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
Well, shit.
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
I've never felt such power.
Depulso! Bombardment!
What does he mean he's never felt such power? I'm way more powerful. Oh, whatever. Right, took him out like nothing.
Depulso! Descender! Protego! Defender! Depulso! Descender! Defender! Bombarder! Descender! Descender! Bombarder! Depulso! Bombarder! Depulso! Descender! Defender! Depulso! Protego! Depulso! Bombarder! Descender! Depulso! Descender! Defender! Protego! Bombarder!
I was trying to get rid of one of those things with the pulso. I couldn't time it right. As you guys could clearly see. I knew I should just run to the middle. Alright, it's death. Now. Bother. Oh, come on, I hit the dang button. Oh. Another troll? Come on, man.
Descender. Repulsor. Protego. Defender. Bombarder. Repulsor. Descender. Bombarder. Descender. Descender. Defender.
Oops.
Protego. Descender. Defender. Bombarder.
Yeah, take that, son. Oh, come on, Death.
Protego. Descender. Descender. Defender. Bombarder. Descender. Defender. Protego. Bombarder. Descender. Depulsor. Bombarder. Defender. Descender. Depulsor.
What happened to all my... What happened to all my spells? I mean, I don't really need them. Was I stripped of my powers? Here we go. I was like, what the heck did I do?
Defender. Descender.
Damn it.
Depulsor. Bombarder. Protego. Descender. Depulsor. Bombarder.
Is that it? No.
Descender.
Yeah, take that, Death. Stop on that. Because I had turned the wheel off. I'd definitely be okay if that's how this trial ended.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
Is there anything simple about it?
You're far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone. Dear
sweet Neve.
Let us always honor her memory.
We won't be the same without her.
What you doing, Dev? This is kind of neat, I'm not gonna lie.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Really? I just needed to fill my vape.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Okay. Oh. I was like, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we have to do the drop. This was a little shorter, but it's a little different. And I'm okay with that. Kind of jealous in this world. It looks like I almost have a beard. I would have totally gave my character if I could do that.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Nia, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
She's gone mad.
Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Up, she's lost the rocker. She's lost the plot, as they thought that was a demiguise. I was like, hey, wait, give me that demiguise. Weirdest place for it, but I'll still take it.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after
Do these
you
guys
witness
not
my
talk to
memories
each other?
is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
They're going to talk to each other. Okay, I was gonna say, what the heck?
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
Goblin, that's what I meant earlier.
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, they're back there. Alright, so that's gonna probably do it for this. Oh, Sebastian
I shouldn't
Shallow.
have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
He's gonna teach me something. Oh. It opened and didn't speak. Professor Weasley, what were you gonna talk about? Down here? I think it's this Phoenix one. Anyways, that's where we're gonna end this video. Looks like there's Sebastian. We gotta meet Poppy. Yeah, Deke with the Phoenix feather. Okay, so that'll be the next video. We're gonna jet it out for now. Thank you for watching. Still having fun as we make our way through the game and finish more of the game. We'll see you next time with more Hogwarts Legacy. I think I pushed the button before I said the things I need. Okay.